Long ago, during the might of the Roman Empire, when marble temples and idols filled the cities, there lived a tyrant named Zeus, the emperor who demanded that all bow to the gods of stone. In the grand city of Ephesus, a land of shining columns and vast temples, his rule spread fear across the hearts of believers who refused to abandon the one true God. Among the noble families of the city were 7 young men, noble in birth but greater in faith. They were friends bound not by blood, but by the light of belief. In the stillness of the night, they would gather in secret, whispering prayers and words of faith, away from the eyes of soldiers. The empire worshipped idols, but their hearts bowed only to the Creator of heaven and earth. When the emperor learned of their defiance, his fury was unmatched. He summoned them to his marble throne, surrounded by golden statues of false gods. "Do you dare refuse the gods of Rome?" he thundered. One of the youths stepped forward, his voice steady. "We worship none but God, the Lord of the heavens and the earth. Never shall we call upon another." The emperor's rage burned, but he gave them time to reconsider. Their noble robes were stripped away, their ranks erased, and they were banished from the court. That night, knowing that death awaited them if they stayed, the 7 friends decided to flee. "Let us escape with our faith," said one, "if our Lord will protect us." As the moon rose, they left the city quietly, walking beyond the hills and olive groves. With them followed a loyal dog, refusing to be left behind, its eyes watching over them as though sent by heaven itself. After a long journey, they reached a mountain known as Ankylos. There, hidden among the rocks, they found a cave, wide, cool, and peaceful. Its entrance faced north, letting in soft rays of light and the gentle winds of the hills. They entered, exhausted and trembling, but their hearts were calm. At the cave's entrance, their dog lay down, stretching its forelegs across the threshold as if guarding them from the world. They raised their hands and prayed, "Our Lord, grant us mercy from you, and guide us in our affair rightly." As their words faded, a divine peace fell upon them. A heavy drowsiness overcame their bodies. Their eyes closed slowly, and they fell into a deep sleep, a sleep beyond human understanding. In the city, the emperor returned and, upon hearing that the youths had escaped, ordered his soldiers to find them. The cave was discovered, and Zeus commanded, "Seal it with stones. Let their faith be their tomb." The soldiers obeyed, rolling massive rocks to block the entrance. Among them, 2 secret believers wrote the story of the 7 faithful men on lead tablets, sealed them in a bronze box, and hid it near the cave, so their tale would not be forgotten. Centuries passed. The empire of idols fell, replaced by one that believed in the one God. Cities rose and crumbled, languages changed, and kings were born and buried, yet inside the cave, silence reigned. The 7 young men slept peacefully as time lost its meaning. God turned them from side to side, preserving their bodies. The faithful dog remained at the door, ever watchful. And thus, 309 years slipped away like a dream. One day, during the reign of the righteous Emperor Theodosius, men began to argue about the resurrection. Could the dead truly rise again? At that very moment, on a quiet morning, a shepherd sought to build a pen for his sheep near the mountain. His workers cleared stones, unknowingly unsealing the ancient cave. And then, by the command of God, the 7 sleepers awoke. The first opened his eyes to the glow of daylight filtering through the entrance. He stretched and said softly, "It seems we have slept long." Another replied, "Or perhaps a day, or part of a day." Their stomachs rumbled with hunger. They decided one of them would go to the city to buy food, carrying silver coins from their time. "Be careful," they warned him. "The emperor may still be searching for us." When the young man reached Ephesus, he stopped in astonishment. Everything was changed: the streets, the buildings, even the faces of the people. He looked around, confused, thinking he had entered a dream. When he offered his coins to buy bread, the merchant stared in disbelief. "Where did you get this?" the man demanded. "These coins bear the image of Emperor Decius. He's been dead for over 300 years. The young man trembled, his heart pounding. People gathered, thinking he had found a lost treasure. He was taken before the city's ruler, who, with the bishop beside him, listened to his story. None could believe what they heard, yet the youth's honesty shone through. The bishop and the ruler followed him to the cave, accompanied by the townsfolk. When they arrived, they saw the other 6 men sitting peacefully at the entrance, their garments ancient but untouched by time. The bronze box was found, sealed and intact. When opened, it revealed the lead tablets, inscribed with their names and story. The crowd fell silent. The proof was undeniable. The bishop's voice broke the silence. This is a sign from God, proof that he can raise the dead. The news spread throughout the land. Emperor Theodosius himself came, humbled and moved, and bowed his head in gratitude to the Almighty. The 7 young men spoke gently. Our Lord has awakened us to bear witness to his power. As he revived us, so shall he resurrect all on the day of judgment. After fulfilling their divine purpose, the 7 youths returned to their place in the cave. Their faces were calm, their souls at peace. Once again, they lay down side by side, and God took their souls in mercy. The emperor wished to honor them with tombs of gold, but that night he dreamed of them saying, "Leave us as we are, upon the earth." And so, he built a simple sanctuary near the cave, marking it as a place of remembrance and reverence for generations to come. The story of the sleepers of the cave endures as a timeless sign of faith unshaken, of divine protection, and of God's infinite power over life, death, and time itself.